wake up. What's going on? There you go. Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. It is another Saturday. We are on Glenleathann Farm playing Farming Simulator 23, 22. Some number that begins with a 2. And it's raining. Woohoo! First day of September, it's raining. So the left-hand silo is 96%. That one is about 87, and the one over there is 63. And I just noticed that the walls on this, yeah. There is some silage leaking out the side of the bunker. I'm not sure that's too bad. I guess we'll find out. The thing is we're not using a bucket, so it's not a problem sucking it all off the ground. Now, next thing. I was going to sell those and buy back the other one, since they transfer at the same rate, and really, there's no point having the other belt that we had, or auger that we had, there was just the one, so it was easier to maneuver. This one, you generally have to maneuver both of them, so it's not the greatest. So I'm going to take this back to the store. We'll buy back the other one. We'll check what's in the store sales, and probably won't buy anything, because really I don't need to. At least I don't think so. We've only got 32,000 money anyway, so. And the reason I got these belts was because the auger was so slow that I figured, well, the belts have always been fairly good. Unfortunately, actually they're as fast as the auger was, so that's not the greatest of things. So, 4 fields around us, the grass ones, have a contract on. 3 of them are hay. 1 of them is silage. So I could do all 3 hay ones, although they do take a little bit longer because we have to ted the grass, but we're going to have to wait till it stops raining. The silage one we can just drive through and really get done. Now,
Nintendo. Actually, that's my job.
and then, what are we doing after that? Yeah, I don't know. So, we've got the 2 fields need planting, but we're going to have to wait till the rain goes away. And we have a bunch of carting that needs done, so we'll probably use the Zerian and the cart to cart silage when it's ready. As I said, it's probably not going to be ready until early afternoon, which is well after the rain stops. And then, what's the next thing? What's baby squirrels outside?
Okay,
Looks
I have
like
a farm job.
we have a very clear, crisp day outside, like 30 degrees. So I think what we'll do here, I'll take this round the back, I'll sell it. Don't cross the road. No! Ah. And still working with the old side panel. I really need to... I really would like something better, but at the moment, it's just not happening. Okay, that is value 30,000. I could repaint it. Now it's worth 32. Repair it, still worth 32, and we'll sell that. Okay, that's done. Now I need... oh, I haven't checked that yet. So that's as far as we'd got to. This is a cultivator of 4 meters. Torian. Oh, the old Elho mower that we used to have. A thing. A big thing. How big's that? That's 55. It's a silage cart. That's a planter. That's a seeder. 3 meter. No double one of those. Thing header. Another planter. A big thing, a thing, and a manure spreader. That's not what I was after. What I'm after is belt systems. And I believe it might have been that one. It's one that sits on the floor, so I think it was this one we were using. That one's a bit shorter, but is limited on what it can pick up, and silage is not one of those things. That has no limits. So, we will grab that. I'll leave the troll bugs. I will leave the thing. It's only worth 18,000, so we get 20,000 in the bank. That's good. Now we need to go and find our new thing. But yeah, we've gone for the cheaper option, which is good. Always good. If it does the same thing and it costs less, unless I have some overriding need to use a piece of equipment I've never used before, so I'll prefer to use that rather than one that I always use. I'm good with cheap. It's one of the arguments between Fendt and Massey Ferguson for what is generally a functionally identical tractor, horsepower, capabilities. Fendts usually cost more. So most people will go with a Massey Ferguson because why spend 120,000 on a green tractor when I can buy a red one for 110, and then add options to the one that's red. So yeah, there's sorts of arguments there, but at the end of the day, if you're always playing Massey Ferguson tractors, sometimes it's just worthwhile saying, you know what, I fancy driving a green one today, and spending the extra 10,000 on it. So anyway, we are into September, which is good. I don't think our grass field is ready. We'll take a look at that on the way home. We'll grab the little ramp and take that back to the store. And then, hopefully the rain will have stopped. It's 7:30 now. And we're playing at 3 times speed as per usual, so hopefully it should be about 9 o'clock when we get back from the store the second time. Trying to think what else happened this week. Oh, you toad. Now that's probably thrown me completely out of whack. There we go. Oh, we actually managed to get out of there. Small tractor, long piece of equipment. Not quite as badly cooked up in the hedge as I would normally get. So yeah, I had two therapy sessions this week. I've got my last one next week where we review where we're at and decide whether I need more therapy. And that's pretty much where we're sitting at the moment with that. Still in pain. My hip has been absolutely crap this week. So 96%. Did I say 96? Can't remember. But as I said, that should be ready after lunch. Really not a lot going on with Mrs. Osa or Teenage Osa at the moment. We've got the kids, as you might be able to hear in the background. They were up at Grandma's last week for President's Day. What else is going on? That's really all. Last couple of weeks it's been very cold and or raining outside, so I haven't been able to get the power saw out to chop my lumber into correct lengths. We're also going to have to start thinking about buying lumber for raised planters for the deck soon as well. So they're all at least assembled and painted in wood protectant stuff. So Mrs. Osa can plant stuff when she's ready to plant stuff. So unfortunately that usually ends up if I want to plant stuff this week and you need to build me some stuff, well, I can get to it at the weekend. Types of situations, and like to avoid that if at all possible. We're still running without the rain pain mod or the mud system mod. What I'm thinking is the rain pain mod modifies a setting in the mud system to say that the ground is still wet. Obviously the mud system has a setting on and off, and when it stops raining in game, the mud system would normally just set the switch off, so okay, now there's no mud in the field. What rain pain does is it says you're not turning that off until, in our case, 4 hours after the rain stops. But because I turned the rain pain mod off because it was causing errors, that switch could not get reset, which is why the mud system stayed active even 4 hours after the rain had finished. I think if I'd uninstalled it and reinstalled it, it would have reinstalled with, okay, the ground's not wet, and then it would then cause mud in the fields during a rainstorm, but not once it had finished. Okay, let's drop that there. Yes. I don't think this one is very valuable. 3,000, yeah, okay. We will repaint it, which gave us back an extra 100 from the amount we spent on painting it. £100, still not a bad deal. So, I don't think I want anything else here, so we can take the Renault back. Do I need the Renault for any tasks today? Probably tedding, if we get to do some tedding contracts. But for right now, I think the rain has cleaned it sufficiently. And I can't think what else has been happening. Work. Obviously I've been working, nothing exciting going on there. I've been playing Railroader. There have been a whole host of patches this week that put things in and take things out. On the whole, improvements, progressive improvements. Can't remember what the one last night. Oh, they'd slowed down the rate that freight cars fill and unfill. So it's not like you deliver a freight car to an industry and give it an hour and it's empty. It now takes a few hours to empty or fill. The problem was there was an error in time lapse, so that if you skipped an hour of the game, there's a button that says move forward an hour, and there's another button that says sleep till 6 o'clock in the morning, much like the sleep trigger here. It wouldn't progress anything when you were skipping or resting. So the problem would be I would take 20 empty coal cars up to the coal mine, expecting them to be why they might not be filled in 6 hours like they used to be filled up. They should at least be full by the morning, and it had filled 6 of the 20, and it's sort of, I've got 14 and I've got another delivery of 14 to cope with, and so I was bottlenecking coal cars up at the mine, but that wasn't actually my fault. That was a game bug. It wasn't filling. It wasn't filling the cars during sleep and rest cycles. So they've addressed that. So very, very slowly, my coal loads have been. Or the coal cars are being filled and moved out of the way and sold. Well, delivered. We don't sell them. We just deliver them and get paid for the delivery. Okay, Renault can go in the shed. I'm going to need the 800 on our Cedar, but that doesn't have to happen right this minute. And the Zarian can go on our grain cart when the silage is ready. So I guess for now, I need to fast wind time at least until the rain stops. So we got 48,000. I do want a shed over here, back to back with that one, same style. Still got snow on the ground, middle of summer. And I think I want a big shed like that that's not a workshop. And I may put a smaller workshop over in this section to so that we can maintain stuff on this pad without, we got the gas, we've got the seed, we've got the fertilizer, we've got the liquid fertilizer, but I have a little bit more room here. And then eventually I think we're going to take down a lot of this hedge and stick a cow pasture in there, but I don't have £750,000 at the moment, so that's a ways off. Oh, and it stopped raining, so we can... Oh, crud. I have so not been watching what's going on. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a problem, I think, for me. Although it does mean that this is ready to go. And this is at 95. So that should be ready. The front one was probably about 9 o'clock in the evening. So probably not doing that one. Let us oh, okay. Okay, joystick doesn't work, that does. And we'll drive that into the silo. We got 440. I didn't realise we got 404. I thought we only got 220. Okay, that's fine. We got more than I thought, which is a good thing. Let's get this open and the big giant tractor out of the way. And let's start filling this thing up. So silage can be sold at the BGA, but no environmental bonus, or at exports, which does have an environmental bonus. So unless the BGA is somewhere in the region of 10% higher offer price, then exports will do the exports thing. Now, did I lift it high enough? That's always an interesting question. Okay. Jump out again, and I guess... Okay, that's turned on. That's strange, but okay. This is filling a lot faster. We've got the mod that increases the speed that belts work, which is good. I will raise that ever so slightly. There's a little bit more room. I'm not sure what the deal there is. We jump in the tractor. We are almost full already. We are full because this is heavy stuff. Okay, and I need to figure out where we're selling it. Meeny, miny, where is selling stuff? There. Could go there. So, grass silage thinks the bioplant 122 is the maximum value. We'll get 106, but I want to see value at all sell points. Exports is 265 plus about 10%. Bales market is 261 plus about 10%. So we'll do better at exports. We'll take it there. Now, when we get to the point that I have, when we can afford to buy the biogas plant, which obviously is a little ways off again, I could buy that and start producing digestate, which I can then put on the field. But that's a new piece of equipment. I've got to be able to afford the building, and at that point, I don't care what the environmental bonus is, because what I really want to do is make digestate that I can put on the fields as a nitrogen booster, and 10% extra at the cell is kind of a moot point. At that point, I'm in it for the product, or the byproduct, not the money. But for right now, this goes here because it's worth a bit more. Okay, drive back to here. There we go. And there you go, 10,900 plus 1,000 for the environmental bonus. That is the way we want it to go. Let's load that, put it down, and back away from the little weight. Then we'll go grab the planting stuff, or the, not planting stuff, the seeding stuff. Okay, you can go there. Oh, we don't have a full tank of seed. That's fun. Nice. Oh, yeah, I could put that on the floor, couldn't I? Alright, let's fold that. Yep. And I will go and get a little bit of seed for this. Oh. Okay. My goodness, we really used. I thought I bought 3 pallets of seed. I probably did, and I have used 2 and a lot. Just planting the grass. Not really what I expected. So we're probably going to have to go to the store and grab some more seed. But that's now full. That's barley. Let's take this and run over to one of the fields. I can set it up on Courseplay. We can carry on shipping out the silage. 400,000 litres. I could have sworn I only had 280. So the good news is 100,000 rather than 50,000 of money. It will put us in a good position, especially since the only thing I would plan to buy is a lime spreader.